Carolina, get off your high horse, baby. Come on. Today we are talking about Elias Pettersson and the entire trade conversation. And I say trade conversation and not signing conversation because after we had ourselves the rumors that had popped up from Frank Saravalli saying that the Canucks and Pettersson are now negotiating and the deal may be done soon, we had ourselves this article published on the sportsnet.ca by Elliotte Friedman. Elias Pettersson and the Canucks are resuming negotiations after trade talks with the Hurricanes. And yeah, that title doesn't hold anything back. It's straight up, yeah, the Canucks and the Hurricanes were talking about a Pettersson trade. And the article goes out there and reads this. According to multiple sources, the Canucks and Hurricanes had discussions about Elias Pettersson that advanced to a stage where both the Canucks and the player needed to make some serious decisions about where their relationship was headed. And I will say the weird thing about this paragraph is the way it's worded. It makes it almost seem like Elias Pettersson himself was involved in the trade talks, like he kind of knew that this was going to happen. The wording of the last little point there, the trade discussions got to a point where both the Canucks and the players needed to make a decision about where their relationship was headed. It makes it seem like, yeah, Pettersson was in on the talks, but I doubt that was the case. More so, I'd probably infer that the way everything went down was that the Canucks and the Hurricanes were talking, and it got so far that then the Canucks themselves had to think about Pettersson, and maybe that's when they decided, okay, we gotta start talking to this guy now, really see if he's gonna be a part of our future in the next few years here, which may be where that 8-year conversation has been bringing itself up from. But going back over to the article, the Canucks ultimately decided in favor of another attempt at extending Pettersson, and he, facing the possibility Vancouver could move him, allowed agents Pat Brisson and JP Barry to resume negotiations. Previously, the forward had indicated that he wanted to wait until the end of the season. And you know what? It's really good, I feel, that this is the word that we're receiving, that even though Elias Pettersson had this foot in the ground, he had this hill that he was willing to die on where he said, yeah, I want to negotiate at the end of the year, after seeing the smoke, after seeing that there was a very real possibility that he could have gotten moved, that's when he's like, okay, fine, agents, talk to the Canucks, we'll get something sorted out, screw it. Let's just get this over with so the entire conversation of me leaving doesn't end up blowing up into anything more. And from that perspective, I totally understand what it was that Rick Tocchet mentioned the other day about how, yeah, of course, this noise about Pettersson's extension is bugging the guy. I mean, he's a human being after all. You can't go out there and expect him to completely tune that out. No extension is complete at this time, Friedman writes, but there is certainly momentum in that direction, as Daily Faceoff's Frank Saravalli reported yesterday. Should it be completed, it would allow the Canucks a very clear picture of their future cap situation heading into next week's trade deadline. Now, the reason I'm making this video and the reason I was maniacally laughing like the Joker at the beginning of it was because we saw apparently what it was the Canucks were offered. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. So the article that we just read from Elliotte Friedman, by the way, that's it. It's only a 3-paragraph article. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go ahead and read it yourself. But this article was posted onto Twitter. Friedman posted it. It was about 2 hours ago-ish on Elias Pettersson, or excuse me, it was about an hour ago. And after this article was posted, you had David Pagnotta, who quote-tweeted it and said this. I believe names like Marty Necas and Jesperi Kotkaniemi were discussed from Carolina's end. This first occurred over a week ago, prior to my initial contract offer report from last week. Oh my goodness, the Carolina Hurricanes were offering Jesperi Kotkaniemi for Pettersson? Oh, that's so funny. That's hilarious, dude. Come on, Carolina. Are you serious? Now, Marty Necas, he's fine. We can leave him out of the clown conversation for now. He's an okay player. But Jesperi, mother freaking Kotkaniemi, boy, oh boy, is that a trade chip and a half. You know, the funny part is, when you talk about Pettersson and Kotkaniemi, this actually isn't the first time we've had this discussion. Oh no, this definitely isn't. You see, back when Jesperi Kotkaniemi, believe it or not, there was a time when he was considered a really good young player. Back when he was initially a draft pick by the Montreal Canadiens and he was in that first season where he had 34 points in 79 games played, there was a conversation going around asking whether or not he was more valuable than Elias Pettersson. And I know this because we made the gosh darn YouTube video about it, like, 3 or 4 years ago. We made multiple videos about this thing. The fan wars between Kotkaniemi and Pettersson. I gave my 2 cents. Canadiens fans got pissed off because they thought that Kotkaniemi was better. And then you also had the drama where Kotkaniemi injured Elias Pettersson by tackling him down to the ice. And this kind of linked these two guys together in a way that a lot of Canucks and Canadiens fans would use to antagonize the other fan base. It was, oh, Pettersson's a diver, oh, Kotkaniemi is dirty, oh, Kotkaniemi sucks, oh, he's this, he's that, he's better than Pettersson, whatever, whatever, whatever. This was the thing, like 3 years ago. But now, take a look at Jesperi Kotkaniemi, signed till the end of 2030, making $4.8 million a year. He's 23 years old, so he is young, but he's got 20 points in 59 games played, on pace for about 28 on the season, and he's got 2 points in his last 10 games. The guy recently scored a goal, which is great, but that was the first goal he had scored in 2 months. This guy went goalless for all of January and most of February. This is a player that was supposed to be a top of the line, maybe elite two-way center. Everybody was clamoring in his rookie season, oh, he's better than Barkov. Look at that. He's got better production than Barkov at the same age. And they're both two-way Finnish centers. And he was taken 3rd overall. Like, bro, we just talked about this literally earlier on today's show. We made the Brady Tkachuk video about how the Canadiens can trade for Brady, and we said in that same video, yeah, the Canadiens made a mistake. It's Kotkaniemi that they took, and he really has not lived up to any expectations. And years down the line, when he is still as disappointing as ever, maybe even more so because he's declined in production from last year, now we're talking about him getting traded for freaking Pettersson. Oh man, look, if it's Nachos, I can understand, but even Nachos and Kotkaniemi together, bro, no way. No way. No wonder Patrick Allvin said no, sorry. That offer's so bad. We're going to have to circle back, try to sign Pettersson because we're not going to get anything for this guy that would actually be worth it. Patrick Allvin, good on you for circling back. Good on Pettersson for acquiescing and being like, okay, fine, let's just talk about an extension now, because since you're talking about moving me, I'd prefer that to not happen. Like, it seems more so like Pettersson's heart really was in Vancouver the entire time. He just wanted to use this season as a way to bring up his negotiating power and try to maximize the amount of dollars he'd be able to get, maybe go the Austin Matthews route, as we've been talking about this entire time. But if his intention really was to stay in Vancouver, and now there are rumors saying that he could have gotten traded, yeah, there's no wonder he would have been like, yeah, okay, no, stop. We'll just start negotiating now. Let's get this done quick. I don't want to leave. Just give me the Nylander contract and we'll be okay. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about the idea that the Canucks and the Hurricanes were discussing some sort of a Pettersson for Nachos Kotkaniemi deal. That just gets me laughing so hard internally when I see it that, I don't know, like, I'm sorry, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, but, bro, you're making $4 million to be a 4th-line guy now. You're not worth Pettersson. Even with Nachos, I'm sorry, it's just not good enough. So, Carolina, if you want to get this thing done, which you're not going to now, you blew your chance. If it was like Nikishin or whatever, that really good prospect in the KHL, then okay, maybe I'm thinking about that, as well as a Nachos or another pick or whatever, but like, Kotkaniemi? Oh my gosh, no way. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this entire Pettersson for Kotkaniemi conversation. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.